Hey everybody, this is Tambeyoda. Today we're going to be taking a look at the War for Cybertron Siege Deluxe Class Barricade. So as you can see, here is his box. And now we'll take a look at him in his robot mode. So finally, here we have our first generation's Barricade. Something other than a movie Barricade. Now this is a repaint of the Generation Select's smokescreen that was taken from the Prowl mold. He does come with a couple of accessories inside the box. He has his instructions, as you can see right here. He also has the double-barreled guns that both of Smokescreen and Blue Streak have, so he can use those. And he also has Prowl's light bar, so he has that, and it is painted red underneath, but it's really hard to see that through the purple. I like to just have that in right there for just weird aesthetics, but for some reason, from what I've been told, the light bar is not shown in it's not shown in the instructions. It's not anywhere in the instructions. There's no weird combined mode with the guns or anything like that. It's just straight up just a light bar that's not in there. Now, a cool thing is that it has the same exact police deco as Prowl has, and it's even in Autobot also. So it's really weird, and we'll show that off. So we have that, the figure here. So what we're gonna do is we'll go ahead and show how to transform him to his car, then back to his robot mode, and then we'll do some articulation. We'll show that off, going from his head all the way down to his feet, and we'll just go along with just thoughts and just random stuff about this figure. So let's go ahead and get into that transformation. We'll pull these off. And we'll go ahead and start with him just like this. All right, so first thing you want to do is we want to bring the arms out to the side, just like that. And then once the arms are out to the side, let's bring this a little forward to you so you can see that. We'll flip these, and then we'll go ahead and raise that up just like that. Once that's done, we'll flip this panel underneath. Once that panel is underneath, then we will take and bring this around like this. This will come up, and it will actually, why is that being weird? Bring that up first, and then we'll bring that in. So, all right, so that kind of holds that up like that, and that then fills in that gap right there. Really nice and neat. We'll come down to the feet. Go ahead and flip those up. Flip that up. These will tab in to there. As you can see, it tabs into there. Go ahead and rotate that around. Now, we'll go ahead and do like I said before, where we'll tab that in. It just gives you a little bit more clearance to bring that around, that hip around, so you need to do that first. Go ahead and clip together the back end of the car. All right, then once you have that done, then we'll go ahead and accordion this in, just like that. As you can see, just like that. And we'll fiddle around with it once we have it a little bit more into robot mode. Now we'll take these arms and fold down here, like that. So you flip that up and then fold it down like that. And we want to close the doors. The doors will peg into two different spots. So that you see there's two different pegs on the door. That'll peg into here and to here. I didn't do something right. Something's wrong. What did I do wrong? Something's very wrong. Oh, there we go. That's weird. Why did that not go? Okay, there we go. So what happened is this didn't go underneath the feet. See, it was up like that. That needs to go underneath the feet. That was the issue that I was having. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Okay, there we go. There we go. So once we tab all that together. Holy crud, what is going on? Come on. There we go. Yeah, you have to fiddle around with it for a little bit to get all of the pieces aligned in just correctly. But if you look at it, this is what it's going to look like whenever all of the thighs and everything are pushed in. You can see a little bit better into there. But you just got to mess around with it for a little bit until it all fits together. And then these doors really help with holding it all together with the 2 pegs. See, that's already popped apart already. There we go. So there you go. And you can see it's a really nice car. I do love this mold. For some reason, it's a really good, really nice looking mold. Except the only gripe that I have is with this peg, and that's always been my gripe with this right here. And how I thought that they could probably have shaved that down and made the peg a little bit smaller, but I don't know. So, all right, let's go ahead and do a 360 of him. I do really like that blank canvas look on him, especially without his light bar. But if you want to put the light bar on, if you take a look, there's a notch right there, and there's a notch in the light bar also. You can see it right there. You want to line up those notches, so that's all going like that. And then if you want to take the guns, you can take those and you can tab them in to right here. Or secondary option is you can take them and tab them in to right here. So either way, it's completely up to you. That's your figure, so you can do whatever you like to. But man, I really like how they take the translucent or the clear plastic right here and then paint underneath it so that you can see all of the details that they did within the sculpting. I really do like that, and I like that deep purple along with the black and the really dark gray. He has a Decepticon logo, but it's not purple. It basically is just a white outline that uses that same gray right there. Now his tires are a clear purple, so that looks really cool. Like overall, this looks really good. It's really good. So, you know, I just thought about right now with the way that the black and gray is right here. This could be a really good Wild Rider if you could somehow turn this red. I guess if you just wanted to repaint it, you could repaint these red, and then he could actually be a Wild Rider, and it would be a really good alternative for this guy. So that's pretty cool. Just now thought about that. I thought that looks really familiar, but with that gray on the hood. But let's go ahead and transform him back into his robot mode. So first of all, what we need to do is we'll open up the doors, kind of get it started, and we'll bring out these fists. And bring that out like that. And then once we have that all done, then we'll go ahead and bring this back in like that. And then we'll bring this up. See, that basically that has to go all the way down into there. So that's what we didn't do before. That's the issue that we had. All right, now we'll go ahead and rotate that waist around. Bring this up. Bring the heels up. Bring the feet down. All right, then once that's done, then we'll come over to this side, flip open this, open up this. Then this piece of the hood will actually go in to his back. You can see there's a little spot that it kind of goes into his back. I don't know if you can see that very well, but what we'll do is we'll take the head, bring that back through here, and then this false chest will then tab in right down here. Go ahead and bring the arms around and back down. And it's completely up to you on whether you want to, how you want to do this, but I tend to just leave this up. I think that you can bring them down like that if you wanted to. But like I said, I tend to bring these up because it makes the shoulder sit a little bit higher. All right, so let's take a look at his articulation real quick. Starting off with the head, and you can see the head really good. There's a red eyes in there with a copper face, and or bronze face, I'm sorry, and then dark purple eyebrow wings. So it's really cool. Like I said before, this is the head that they used for Prowl. So not Prowl, it's Smokescreen. It's a Prowl body, but Smokescreen head. Now the head. I'll go ahead and do the articulation. I think it's on a ball joint. Coming over here to the arms, you can bend them forward, back. It gets hindered from this, but you can bend these door wings back. You go out to the side because of this pin joint. Then right underneath that, you can twist. Then you have your elbow, and you have a wrist twist, which is really good. And coming down here to the waist, you can twist that, but it looks a little weird if you twist it to the side. For your hips, forward, back, out to the side. Then right underneath that, you can see it right here. There is a twist. See that right there? And you can see that pin for that joint. Knee joint has a lot of motion because of the transformation. Accidentally pushed up that heel, but you can bend out or rock the foot to the side, and you can bend the foot up and down just a little bit also. So really good range of motion on this guy for a deluxe. Pretty good. Overall, this figure is a really nice figure. I think out of I have to have probably just have them side by side, but probably either this guy or Blue Streak is the favorite of this mold. My favorite of this mold. So I really do like how the car looks in this. I just kind of wish that they would have shaved this down a little bit more, or they would have thought of something else that they could have done. But overall, like I said, I really do like this figure, and also really enjoy having a Barricade figure that is not a Transformer Bayformer movie figure. So it's really awesome. And yeah, so I hope that you enjoyed this video review. If you did, please give us a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, would you go ahead and do that right now? It's Tambeyoda. I'll see you guys next time.